where we're going to take a quick look at a few examples. We'll talk through the problem that we were trying to solve, but then also talk through, here's what we actually did. Why did we do that? And then maybe even expound on that. Maybe what could we do? Another one that that we came across and this one's definitely internal to Kopis, but also other companies like Kopis and distributors face this type of challenge. The amount of information that the various partners who produce software, say for the Dynamics world, is incredibly high, and the amount of information they have about their own products. Let's just even take Microsoft as an example. They have tons of documentation about, say, Business Central, and a lot of that is online in Microsoft Learn. There's a lot of information that comes to the partner. There's a lot of information that's publicly announced. There's information that comes through distributors, and some of it's pretty hefty information. And so for somebody or an organization it's a challenge for organizations to keep up with that. As information becomes stale, maybe promotions change, or the way that Business Central operates changes as they launch now twice a year. So those types of things can be tough for organizations to keep up with. And so providing an advisor that can quickly give answers to team members on a variety of topics in and around licensing was a problem that we set to solve for ourselves. And so kind of maybe Josh talk about that, and I could talk a little bit about some results and what we could go from there.
Yeah. So as far as this goes, I think again it's bringing your institutional knowledge and making it accessible in natural language type of patterns, so that we can help bring that information about licensing, in this case, easily accessible and easy to navigate way. And I think we can also look at like a feedback loop, so that, and I touched on this earlier, so that when we are producing responses or answers, we're able to grade those things and improve those things and feed those back into the system, improving.
Yeah, I think a key one in here is much like other places, if we ask a question, if somebody outside of the licensing department asks a question because they're trying to solve something for one of our clients, there may be key pieces of information that it can be a complex scenario. And so, as we talked about earlier, making sure that licensing has visibility into the questions and maybe even our approving answers. Those are some of the things that we've talked about in the beginning. While we've given visibility to licensing so they can see what's being asked, and then participate in that discussion. But one of the cool things that we've seen as we've tweaked this and changed the algorithm piece is the resulting behavior from. So I'm actually a user of this. So the resulting behavior is that when I have an interaction with a vendor, a partner who enhances Business Central, for instance, the probability that I document that interaction or the information that we glean from that interaction has gone way up, because I know and I feel confident that the next time somebody asks that a question around that we will get an answer that will help the team. I've seen it when I put information into that repository and we re-index it. The answer we've now been able to answer questions that we previously couldn't answer. So we're actually seeing the the results of this, and it's giving us confidence, and it's changing behavior. The documentation just doesn't sit there, and it was wasted effort to create it, and it got stale. This is happening, and it's improving. But as I think about, again, from a user perspective, where could we go from here? We have all types of interactions with our vendors, emails, transcripts, tons of information being exchanged there that can continue to go into that repository. So as Josh mentioned, connecting to what are the integrations? Those are two obvious places that we could continue to ingest information. And then uh, these partners are constantly sending information our way and automating the workflow to have a proactive conversation with our clients about a relevant uh, partner update. This is a manual effort, and that's the AMs and the solution architects having good account management. But we can make their load a little bit easier if we actually can have good information about the client, about their, or sorry to say, ingest the information that we already have about the client, the types of products that they use, what they've shared with us in the past, and feed that to the solution architects and the AM so that they can raise their hand, be armed with the information, be knowledgeable from licensing, and then go have a really good conversation with clients. So they're reacting quickly. So tons of the dynamics world tends to have a lot of partners involved in delivering that solution, and being super knowledgeable about that is part of the value that we bring to our clients there. And so enhancing that has been